Greetings, Aquarius, and welcome to your daily tarot reading. And let's dive in. And those new to my channel, my name is Ingrid, and let's see what the cards have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Well, I see at the bottom of the deck, Gemini energy could be important, but you're connecting to a very significant partnership. You might have to make a choice in a relationship. But whatever that is going to come in with the energy of the star. That's you. So check out what's coming right now for Aquarius. Aquarius. And we begin the reading with strength. Leo energy. You've got infinite power, Aquarius. When you come to this reading, you've got all the strength and courage to know how to tame those inner forces within you. Just to know how to go after something, but also to know when to retreat and when to come into self-understanding and self-forgiveness. But you're able to put your hand in the mouth of this beast because you do it with love and gentleness. But also, if you need to take action and go after something, you will. And what is going to help you or challenge this strength? Let's see what's coming for you, Aquarius. Well, the devil. Well, you're having a lot of strength and courage to come into this energy of Leo and to challenge any Capricorn type energy around the sense of entrapment. You're using your strength, your courage, that ability to know how to deal with energies, to break free of any kind of seduction, temptation. If you're being tempted to do something that you know is not good for you, if you're being seduced into a relationship that is toxic or unhealthy, well, you have the strength and infinite power now to break out of that. And you're not that tightly bound to this. So if it's just a habit, well, use your strength and courage to break free. And you're going to do that. And there's going to be something significant today where you're knowing that you're on the right path because you've got this idea, this potent energy. This is very masculine energy with the Ace of Wands. But whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to take action toward a new beginning. And that new beginning could be breaking free of an addiction, because when we come out of a difficult time, if there has been this entrapping energy where you're breaking free and you're going to move forward with strength. And what is coming from the recent past is the Fool. That's you, Aquarius. You stepped out. You stepped out on faith. Even if your instincts were there warning you, maybe something was warning you to break free of this devil, this demonic energy. This could be just the ego that just wants its own ambition. The ego show that is just about power, greed, control. And now you're letting go of that. You're breaking free. You're coming into something brand new, a new adventure. And that was in the recent past, and you had a lot of strength to take action on this potential project or something new that just energetically came for you. And you're ready to go forward. But after you set forward with that new beginner's mind, you might need to rest because there's a lot of bold action you've taken. And setting out on a new journey, starting the tarot journey from zero again, will require you to rest, to meditate. You're going through a healing process because you're healing any kind of addiction. Or some just low vibrating energy of guilt, shame, fear. And you're coming into the world. Well, yes, you're closing out one phase because you stepped out already into a brand new beginning. The ace is signifying this match being lit, and it's sending you out into a whole new world. And that world is one of freshness, of innocence, of a beginner's mind, of wanting to just go on a journey. And travel might become possible now, but you're being asked to rest because you went through a major completion with the serpent eating their tail. This is the Ouroboros, and you're moving through a portal. And it involves Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus energies. And when you rest, you're breaking free. People are going to recognize your skills and talents, and they might see that you've gone through some difficult times recently where you were challenged by something toxic, something seductive, a temptation. And you used your strength to break free on a new beginning and to move with faith out into a brand new world. And that's coming in quickly. People are going to applaud you because they know what you've gone through, and they're celebrating your conclusion and coming to reap the rewards. So people will applaud your sense of going forward. So if you thought you might have looked like a fool breaking free of the devil, well, it's going to bring you into a whole new world. And that is true about leaving toxic relationships behind. It does bring us to a new world or a toxic habit. And you're connecting to Pisces energy. This is how you see strength. You might have been hung up, suspended, or there could be people around you that has been kind of keeping you stuck in this devil energy where you didn't know how to break free. You didn't know what to do. So you were just sitting there upside down. But this is going to definitely lead to a new reality, an enlightenment. You're seeing this ending from a new perspective, and that perspective is going to be influenced from the environment with the Knight of Pentacles that does not move fast because you are not moving fast. Maybe you're thinking, well, whatever, I've had the strength and courage to fight this addiction, this toxic situation. This maybe even something where you're just overworking a situation, and now you've got a new idea about how to move forward, and that came recently. But the higher powers are saying take time out to heal. If there's any mental situation you need to rest from, you will, because you are going to do the work slow and steady. Close out one phase of life. This could be retiring or getting an upgrade in a job, changing your relationship to a big upgrade where you feel like you're coming into something brand new. And you're going to need to look into this Pisces energy of what it is that is you're letting go of. So a sacrifice is necessary to get going again. And what is it that we have as the advice? Well, to keep on moving up the mountain. There are people following you, but there could be a feeling of competition. And you're thinking, well, why is everything taking so long? I've been working so hard. I've set out on a new path in life. I've got a brand new opportunity to take this wand. Here's that wand, and you're holding that now. And moving toward this sense of knowing you're worth it. A lot of times when we are doubting our self-worth, that gets us limited into toxic situations, or we're tempted to take on unhealthy advice or unhealthy relationships. But you're going to close all of that out with recognition. And people know that if you've had a hard time recently, maybe with health or healing your mind, maybe mental or physical health has to be looked into. You need to rest, get some support from your ancestors or your higher mind, because you're going to see something in a new way. But Let's see why it is you're standing up. What are you standing your ground on? Well, you're standing firm so you can move on from a situation that you feel like maybe you've been defensive and just having to battle so much. And you're thinking, well, do I really want to do this? It's taken so long. I've given so much. I've sacrificed a lot to this. Um, and I've worked hard. People in my environment recognize that I'm loyal to the work. I've done the details. I've stood up for what I believe in, even though it's been backbreaking and I had to really keep going, maybe all alone, and stand firm. But you're taking that wand, there's the wand you're holding, and you're moving on, maybe only taking, like the Fool, just what you need. The Fool takes this little knapsack, that's it. And you don't take anything, Aquarius, but the clothes on your back and your inner child, because it's been a long journey to break free of the devil, and it's really taken so much strength, courage, self-understanding, forgiving yourself, knowing how to calibrate your energy. There could have been a lot of anger, frustration, just feeling like that you had been wronged, that somebody had taken advantage of you. But now you're seeing that that's true, but you're breaking free boldly, confident again. And what is it that we need to know about strength? Well, you have the strength now, the courage, the understanding to know when to go out and be recognized. You're building this cathedral with other people. And this is the patron. These are people who are recognizing your skills and talents at this time. And that is what you have the strength to keep on going. This is, you're designing the life you want. And you have the dream team to help you. So all of the strength and courage and discipline and understanding you've brought to the energy right now, you're now coming into collaboration. People are going to help you. And people are going to help you break free of the devil. And what is this devil? Capricorn energy. You've got Leo, Capricorn. Well, you've been standing your ground resiliently, maybe being wounded by the devil, breaking out of this entrapment. And knowing you've got this one wand, well, there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of intuition. Intuitively, you know this is not the first time you've had to break free of intoxication, of entrapment, of seduction. You have been skillful, maybe working on this for 9 months, very defensive. But you will have that dream team, and you're coming to the Fool with temperance, Sagittarius energy, because you're able to blend all of these elements that are on the land and in the waters. You're getting your feet wet. You're blending qualities within yourself that are brand new to you. And now you're feeling like, I'm ready to start moving forward. You could have been suspended, or things could have taken time because you're trying to heal and balance your emotions and blend things within yourself and transmute them. If you felt that there was heavy energy, a defensive energy, toxic energy, you're healing that because you're taking all of your gifts and talents and using them in a novel way, especially when you have Aquarius. So you're going to go forward, and it's coming with the energy of the moon. Well, you're resting. You're healing, you're praying, you're using your psychic abilities. There could be things that are not clear. There could have been secrets held. And now you're resting and getting these downloads. And you're getting a blessing from someone maybe older or who's more mature, or who's going to help you heal. And heal anything that was, this is Cancer energy. anything that was frightening to you, that you didn't know how to figure it out and you were just in the dark, in the moonlight. Um, but now a new path is opening up, but you're going to have to move out of the waters. But you're learning how to blend your waters. Emotional balance is important, but also psychic abilities, intuition. Something is coming out of your dreams, or as you rest, you're coming into this lucid dream that's very intelligent. You're using your mind as you dream to wake up to this new beginning. Something has come to an end, and now you're healing from that. And it's going to bring you this sense of having to, you maybe have to fight your way. Maybe people have been bullying you and keeping you from this completion, from moving to this next phase of your life, that you might have had to fight mentally, because you go from the 4 to the 5. So there is a progression in the way you're thinking through a feeling of defeat. But the world, once you move forward, people are going to applaud you for having gone through this difficulty. That's what they're seeing. They're seeing that you broke free. You used your intelligence, your skills. And if somebody was bullying you or victimizing you, you're closing that cycle out. So you can move out of this suspension with the swords and the hangman. It's like you're sitting there hung up, maybe hung up about a betrayal, a third party, a situation in a love situation, a love triangle that caused you a lot of agony. And now you're having a breakthrough and you want to get out of that. You want to move out of that suspension. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is another slow moving energy. But we have the Hierophant. This is the energy of Taurus. And we're in Taurus season, and we just had the white smoke come out of the Vatican. A new pope has been chosen. And you could be connecting energetically to a new traditional value, something that's coming down from God or the higher spirits. Your source is communicating with you, and you're being initiated. And with the hangman and then this energy of the Hierophant is suggesting that you're following the traditional values. You're connecting to a teacher or mentor. You're being blessed by a religious authority to help you break free of any kind of feeling of just hanging out, things taking too long. You've done the work slow and steady. You've followed the book. You followed the institutional norms, and you've stood your ground because you have the Queen of Wands helping you. And there is that wand again, that you have been being very diligent, keeping on going, standing your ground, using your intuition, but also your psychic abilities to follow the sun, to go what's going to make you happy. Being always on the defensive is not a sustainable place. So you're using your confidence, your charm, your entrepreneurial skills, your intuition, your insight to know how to move forward. And you will. And what is coming with the Six of Swords? Well, you're using that passionate energy to know it's right to move forward, away from this energy of having to always battle through, to be defensive, defending your ground against things that are toxic, unhealthy, an addiction. And that is what is coming. And what do we need to know that you want to close out and move into a brand new life? You're coming with the sun. Well, this is so powerful for you, Aquarius, today. The sun is shining over this world. The world is coming to completion. And you've got clarity, optimism. You're bringing optimism and a rebirth. once we end the tarot, this is the 21, that's the final card. And then you're coming in to a brand new clarity, optimism, rebirth, feeling happy and alive and vital again. And that is going to help you break free from this energy of the moon, of feeling deceived. Things are unclear. I don't know what to do. I'm a little afraid. I've been resting, needing to heal from a difficult battle. And you've been battling these forces of my way or the highway, or someone who is the bully. And you're now seeing that you came out of that successfully with psychic abilities and are now following this path. And the path is now illuminated. There's that path toward the sun, and you're coming into the sun. That is beautiful. Vibrancy, alchemical healing that's going to bring you into this whole new world because you're willing to step out, to take that Aquarius energy and just go for it. And it's going to bring you collaboration, and know that you have strength with the help of others to take this new passion forward. And it's going to be very successful. And you're going to be recognized and monetized by this. But you might feel like, well, things are taking a while. I'm having to heal. I'm having to balance with Sagittarius energy and then Pisces energy. Things are hung up. I might feel that nothing's happening. And it's just making me feel heartbroken. That whatever my thoughts are about this love, I can't move on, maybe. But you will, because you've got this blessing. This is an initiation that you have been working on for quite a while. And people in your environment see that you've been following things by the book, following the Pope, getting a mentor or being a teacher. But maybe this mentoring energy, this feeling of a commitment, you've been doing this slow and steady, very committed to this new ability to stand firm for yourself, stand up against the devil. Capricorn energy, you stood your ground, and you might have looked like on the outside that you were the wounded warrior, but you had the Queen of Wands there with you, and you have that black cat. So your psychic abilities, your determination, your charisma, your leadership skills have led you to stand up for this, and you're going to be successful. And what is it that we need to see about the sun? You've got the sun and the moon. So you are moving from a more unclear, fearful, maybe secrets or things that aren't fully known yet. And now it's coming into illumination, clarity. And you're getting clear about what it is you want to take out there into this new beginning with the Fool. You're fired up and passionate, and bold action is coming. And that is what I have for you today, Aquarius. And remember, when the sun shows up in a reading, it's saying this is optimistic. This is the happiest card, the most successful. So bring optimism to this situation, because you're going to leap forward and take this Ace of Wands forward with bold action. And that is going to help you heal from any kind of mental torment, but also it's going to trust that you can break free, but still stand your ground, defend what is right for you. And you got the Pope there, suggesting that you're following things the traditional way. You're using your values, your spiritual understanding. You want to bring spiritual values down to earth, and that might take slow and steady work to do so. But the yellow here says that it's going to be optimistic. And whatever you need to heal, if it's an addiction, a bad relationship that has been very toxic or unhealthy, you will. And that is what I have for you, Aquarius. This is amazing. I hope it resonates, and sending you so much love. And if this does resonate, or is it meaningful to you or helpful, let me know in the comments. And sending you a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.